Orbit Cosmos, the gaming developer behind Web3’s AAA answer to GTA Omerta. Last updated, October 22, 2024, at 09:00 GMT+3. Editor for Partnerships, Mao Orillana. Editor for Partnerships, Mao Orillana. About author. Mao is the editor for partnerships and sponsored content at Cryptonews. With 5 years in the crypto industry, she collaborates with partners to bring the latest updates and insights to our readers. Author profile. Share. Copied. Last updated, October 22, 2024, at 09:00 GMT+3. Disclaimer. The text below is an advertorial article that is not part of cryptonews.com editorial content. While it has undergone editorial review to ensure quality and relevance, it may not reflect the views of cryptonews.com and is clearly distinguished from our independent editorial content. Set to be valued at $321 billion by 2026, the gaming industry continues to innovate at a relentless speed as new technologies enter the mix. While the likes of virtual reality, VR, ever-improving 3D rendering software, and cross-compatible play have taken center stage in recent years, there's one corner of innovation that stands above the rest when immersing players in everything that they do within their favorite gaming ecosystem: blockchain technology. Blockchain gaming, also known as Web3 gaming or GameFi, is the inevitable next phase in gaming's evolution. By building games within a decentralized distributed ledger system known as a blockchain, this tech-cum-gaming combination essentially enables players to truly own what they earn in-game, be it through crypto tokens and/or non-fungible tokens, NFTs. The power of this innovation falls within the technology's ability to hand full control over in-game assets and progress to players themselves. Be it in-game utilization and/or transfers into personal non-custodial crypto wallets for real-world trading purposes, blockchain-facilitated user autonomy signals the epitome of what gamers truly want from their hours of strategy, commitment, and effort across their favorite games. That being said, since its inception in 2020, the blockchain industry has yet to take real shape due to the several seemingly homogeneous problems that are presented to projects when building a sustainable blockchain-centric business model within a seamless, immersive, rewarding, and enjoyable AAA standard gaming experience. However, this script is set to be rewritten. Gaming and software development studio Orbit Cosmos knows of this dilemma all too well, which is why, with the foundations to build blockchain gaming's inaugural gaming-first AAA standard title, its mafia-themed open world of Omerta is set to revolutionize how crime-action role-playing enthusiasts live, earn, and own across their virtual law-breaking ventures. This review will explore the intricacies of the Omerta experience and its revolutionary Omertaverse blockchain business architecture. It will also discuss how its industry-first presale model is set to redefine how sustainable, community-empowered GameFi projects can flourish within the new crypto climate. Blockchain gaming in 2024. As previously mentioned, offering a sustainable business model alongside an AAA standard gaming experience has been the downfall of most Web3 gaming projects to date. In fact, the mere offering of either has also been hard to come by, as the sector's current landscape fails to present a single healthy token economics, ecosystem, nor a high-quality gaming experience. As an overview of the GameFi industry, 3,456 projects have launched across major blockchains. In comparison to the amount of non-blockchain native games launched since 2020 on Megalith gaming distributor Steam, this figure pales as a mere hosts 688 active games, indicating that being said, the actual number of thriving Web3 games is closer to zero. To date, the most successful has been the Axie Infinity $XS gaming ecosystem, which, despite famously offering temporary play-to-earn P2E salvage for those in the Philippines during the pandemic, has been exposed for its popularity mainly arising via crypto enthusiasts farming its native AXS token. Per general community consensus, a beaten and bruised tokenomics landscape, paired with unenjoyable gameplay that can't match its Web 2 equivalents, has left the game largely redundant as of Q3 2024. This demise of the game's popularity is ultimately reflected in the decline of its player base. The GameFi problem Omerta's presale strives to solve. While poor gaming experiences are somewhat self-explanatory, bad, unpolished game mechanics, weak storylines, lack of player agency, etc., understanding the steep declines of coinciding GameFi tokens requires a little investigative effort or, in reality, some basic pattern recognition skills. To anyone who's previously invested in GameFi projects, the following chart may look familiar. This chart represents most tech companies and Web3 gaming projects and how their tokens usually hit the market with sky-high, overinflated valuations due to venture capitalists, VCs, reaping real gains during private pre-launch investment rounds. More specifically, with vast amounts of capital at the helm, these entities are offered exclusive access to purchase mass amounts of in-game tokens at their lowest pre-launch prices, setting the scene for a retail investor bloodbath once the token becomes available to the public, i.e., the day-to-day crypto and gaming enthusiasts that make up a game's real community. Some case studies. We can see this dynamic play out in real time. Take developer Gunzilla Games and its debut title Off the Grid, for example, which recently secured $100+ million from VCs during private investment rounds. In the lead-up to its launch, the project partnered with top streamers such as Ninja to help promote the game and the coinciding $GUNZ token. The crux of concern here lies in the vast amount of retail investor interest that projects can garner pre-launch, and how a hype-fueled token launch sets the stage for VCs to realize mammoth profits by using retail investors as pure exit liquidity fodder. In doing so, where does this leave the majority of GameFi projects? As seen on the chart above, just refer to the drastic downward trajectory following its apex point. And if you're after a case study that's already wreaked such havoc, turn your attention to highly touted VC-backed Layer 2 Starknet, which, after its launch, saw its native $STRK token follow this all-too-familiar pattern. STRK is just one of many projects to experience this familiar journey to zero. Such an extensive list proves that retail liquidity across all tech-based crypto projects simply can't withstand the impacts of VC-ridden private rounds. Consequently, irony has arisen due to Web3's 2017 to 2021 period perceiving big-name VC backers as bullish. Instead, as countless failed projects have since taught us, we now know it's one of the biggest red flags a GameFi project can have when investing in a token. Recognizing these perils, Orbit Cosmos has devised an industry-first pre-sale model to launch its crime-action Web3 title Omerta. Grounded in the community-inspired lessons of its inaugural and self-funded project, Pick a Moon, the company strives to be the antithesis of all that came before it, offering gamers the first-ever opportunity to enjoy both AAA standard gaming and a prosperous tokenomics landscape. However, before we explore how this can be achieved, let's first introduce the company and its Omerta gaming concept. What is Orbit Cosmos? Orbit Cosmos is a gaming and software development studio based in Islamabad, Pakistan. Through being strategically located within one of the world's most underutilized tech talent hubs, the company boasts somewhat of a labor market monopoly when accessing the region's top game designers, web developers, and other forward-thinking tech pioneers. To date, its Islamabad HQ homes 80+ full-time staff members, with plans to fill its 200-person office space as Omerta development ramps up. British entrepreneurs Conrad Lewis and Luke Appleton are the brains behind Pakistan's fastest-growing tech firm, with managing director Jazib Tasaduk playing a key role in the company's expansion into Pakistan. This strategic partnership has allowed Orbit Cosmos to capitalize on monthly operational costs that are a fraction of those incurred by competitors, presenting Omerta with the unique ability to enjoy major cost differential advantages over the market. We are a sleeping giant. Orbit Cosmos has a complete development arbitrage in the Pakistani market. No one in the industry can match our capabilities or efficiency. Our burn rate, relative to the output we're delivering, is unmatched not just in Web3 gaming but across the entire gaming industry. As our products near completion, the world will soon know our name, Luke Appleton, Orbit Cosmos co-founder. With game designers that have cemented a firm footprint across the Asian game, film, and animation industries, paired with a sector-shaking gaming concept and unrivaled operational costs, Orbit Cosmos and Omerta present an undeniable diamond in the rough opportunity for those looking for blockchain gaming's first real and sustainable winner. The Orbit Cosmos Web3 ecosystem. Omerta, crime pays. Omerta was announced in August 2024, when its token airdrop was launched. The airdrop aims to establish an organic early adopting community called the Made Men. As its ultimate ambition, the game arrives on the Web3 gaming scene as an AAA standard solution that connects two of modern tech's most symbiotic, albeit yet to be intertwined innovations to curate a life-simulating gaming experience that redefines the limits of role-play gaming. This tech combination, which together renders Omerta Crypto's only AAA standard answer to GTA, involves the following elements: 3D, free-roaming, crime-action role-play gaming built on Unreal Engine. Blockchain-facilitated in-game asset ownership and play-and-earn, PNE, opportunities. Omerta is set in Brookton, a dystopia meets fantasy metropolis that offers mission and free roam mechanics across online and offline modes. The game is centered on an intracity power struggle between players and the city's 5 feuding cartels. Embodied in high-quality graphics, immersive cutscenes, and intertwining storylines that come courtesy of award-winning writers, players are encouraged to indulge in all of Brookton's criminal and entrepreneurial avenues, with sophisticated bridging mechanisms ensuring that progress and in-game assets stay with them throughout the entire gaming experience. Watch the game's preview trailer below, which precedes the full open-world trailer scheduled for December 2024. With standardized missions and frequent additions/upgrades to in-game weapons and vehicles ensuring consistent player engagement, Omerta's full potential will be revealed through its unrivaled open-ended online servers. Stay tuned to the project's social media channels, such as behind-the-scenes interviews with developers and website, which is due for a huge facelift in the coming weeks. For more intel regarding the intricacies of Omerta gameplay, Omertaverse blockchain business architecture. While Grand Theft Auto, GTA, and Saints Row have demonstrated the indisputable popularity of free-roam crime games, Omerta emerges as the first opportunity for players to monetize and truly own their crime action conquests. This is due to the in-game Omerta token and its industry-first Omertaverse blockchain business architecture, which allow crime action role-playing antics to flourish to new organic heights. This is primarily achieved by allowing players to own stakes in in-game Brookton businesses via NFT technology. By design, this player-empowering blockchain architecture facilitates P&E opportunities for those who own in-game businesses and immersive, real-world simulating in-game experiences for those who frequent player-owned establishments such as casinos, strip clubs, gaming zones, food outlets, medical research centers, landmarks, paranormal facilities, and more. To ensure sustainability across Omerta's in-game economy, the Omertaverse is grounded in a tokenomics model that supports real-world supply and demand dynamics. This allows for a self-correcting in-game economy that isn't prone to the inflationary downfalls of other blockchain games. Omerta's industry-first token presale model, presenting a level playing field to all investors and allowing a community to flourish and profit alongside each other, is GameFi's only route to longevity. Omerta is here to initiate and pioneer this new era, capturing a wealth of first-mover momentum in the process. Conrad Lewis, Orbit Cosmos co-founder. Presale structure. Omerta is scheduled to launch its industry-first token presale in Q1 2025 at an extremely modest valuation of just $10 million. Here, the self-funded project will be looking to raise $8 million worth of funds for the following multi-year purposes: expanding the core team, scaling game development, refining its industry-first blockchain integration, driving marketing efforts. Such an event comes from an initial exchange offering IEO, allowing all interested parties to purchase tokens at just $0.00001. By design, this presale model places every participant on a level playing field. Intuitively, this will also entail a TBD investment cap for each participating entity and the complete omission of vesting schedules. If the community is king, garnering a fully engaged cohort of in-profit investors should be a project's first priority. The only way to do this is to conduct a democratized token offering at a fair valuation. Musa Khalil Tour, head of blockchain and tokenomics. Below is a representation of how Omerta's presale and overall tokenomics landscape will look. Presale strategy rationale. There's only one chance to get it right, and it all starts at launch. Omerta's presale model ensures that the token supply will never reach the hands of destructive paper-handing VCs who have an incentive to dump on retail investors come launch. Instead, on the absolute contrary, its structure ensures that the highest possible proportion of tokens remains in the hands of diamond-handing community members across its long-run distribution. This bold move paves the way for establishing the following realities, all of which are representative of the new parameters for crypto success in 2025 and beyond. A liquid from day one community of day-to-day crypto enthusiasts in whom have acquired life-changing amounts of tokens thanks to a democratized and fairly valued launch. A rock-solid community established during the initial launch and welcomed market correction periods. Here, supply distributions will become more restricted through diamond handers filling their bags at cheaper prices. A battle-tested cohort of holders birthing an industry-unique landscape of community sentiment, fun, and a sense of belonging. Fully fledged round-the-clock Omerta marketing and evangelism coming courtesy of such members. Most importantly, rags to riches testimonies serve as a community's most fundamental pillar for long-term passion and loyalty. The made men of Omerta. The several meme coin cycles have taught us that diamond handers are not only a project's most prized possession, but also their most productive and cost-effective marketing tools when building real value and utility. Selling Omerta tokens would be like selling a part of their identity, meaning supply will always be restricted thanks to community members themselves. Hamza Cherdi, Omerta Community Manager. First we had Bitcoiners, followed by the likes of the Doge and SHIB armies, respectively. With the launch of Omerta, we have the arrival of the Made Men, a community of early adopting individuals, private funds, and benign VCs that all aped in at the same valuation. By design, this scalable and future-focused proposition organically cultivates GameFi's first-ever holder populace to be grounded in homogeneous incentives and power dynamics. As we observe the properties of booming crypto and memecoin projects that have come before us, one stark similarity appears: a visible sense of cultishness, which by definition, relates to an unwavering sense of devotion among community members. Further, while each project has its own distinct utilities and quirks, these attributes are rendered arbitrary when pinpointing the real reason behind a project's prolonged successes. Just take Dogwifat, $WIF, for example. Is having a dog with a hat the real reason for it pumping 37,153,746% from $0.0000013 to $4.83 in under 5 months? Of course not. The real answer lies in the 5 factors listed above, which by virtue can only be achieved through initially conducting a more than fairly priced, fully democratized token launch with investments caps and zero vesting schedules. With these foundations in place, it's then time for the project's 2 most fundamental utilities to initiate a crypto-cum-gaming market explosion. And AAA standard GameFi product. Lore, characters, and storylines presenting unprecedented scope for industry-shaking interaction, engagement, and fun across social media. See below. Pre-sale participation equals automatic induction into Brookton's underworld. Be it the Full Metal, Coven, Menagerie, Silk Route, or perennially powerful Omerta cartel, each Omerta pre-sale participant will be randomly assigned a Brookton cartel to whom they swear unbreakable loyalty as the city's intercartel conflicts rage on. Sometimes you simply can't choose your loyalties. So while some may call it randomized wallet designations, others will deem it fate. With an intro-Omerta battle of memes, banter, and engagement numbers being ignited, all to the collective benefit of its overarching mafia-cum-meme Omerta movement. The game possesses a truly unique mix of GameFi and memecoin community-building elements that can evolve and grow over the course of the token's supply distribution. Does a collection of warring intra-game communities create more industry disruption than a single harmonic community? Omerta thinks yes. Market positioning on launch. By launching with a valuation of just $10 million, Omerta has made a bold statement in establishing a fair and transparent ecosystem from the start. In accordance with pre-sales remit, modest beginnings will provide the backbone for cultivating an ecosystem built on unequivocally fair valuations, a complete level playing field across all holders, and maximum hype for an in-development AAA standard crime action game. Another monumental string to Omerta's bow is the growth potential a $10 million valuation presents. As the general laws of the cryptoverse have taught us, a low and fair valuation presents much greater upside potential than higher-priced launches. When referring to Omerta's GameFi competitors, Illuvium, $ILV, has experienced the pitfalls of trading at an overinflated 9-figure valuation, a figure that certainly doesn't reflect the quality of its dormant gaming ecosystem. In turn, its retail investors have borne the brunt of an almighty 98% price slump in recent years. Similarly, projects such as Axie Infinity, $AXS, The Sandbox, $SAND, and Decentraland, MANA, are trading at 9-figure valuations that also offer little growth potential. This is signified by the fact that neither has been able to offer significant gains to holders since the 2021 bull cycle. Only significant losses, in fact. Axie Infinity, $AXS, The Sandbox, $SAND, Decentraland, $MANA. Therefore, this dire VC-plagued GameFi market paves the way for Omerta to enter as its irrefutable leader in terms of investment potential, holder empowerment, and pioneering position within an evolving industry. The bottom line? Sometimes being relatively late to the party can be a good thing. With failing case studies to assess, lessons can be learned, and wiser projects can be born as new and vastly improved first movers. In addition to these, Omerta's investment interest will also be amplified through its industry-unique characteristics, which, aside from its industry-first presale offering, include its entirely self-funded nature to date and its 40-plus team of Pakistan's top game developers. Omerta's addressable market. Omerta has scope to take market share from two multimillion user gaming markets: crime action role-playing and blockchain gaming. In fact, it is the only AAA standard title to sit at the intersection of both. Potential addressable markets. Those Omerta could attract: GameFi, memecoin, and general crypto enthusiasts, crime action role-playing gamers. Also, those who enjoy crime-fueled free roaming and missions, realism meets fantasy lore, true ownership over in-game assets and progress. By referring to the sales performance, in terms of copies sold, of crime action gaming's three largest franchises, we can see how the genre experiences perennial popularity from gaming enthusiasts. Per Statistica, the action game industry at large is projected to accumulate total revenues of upwards of $25.3 billion, whilst the gaming industry is expected to rake in just short of $547 billion. Better yet, these figures are poised to grow year on year. With regards to the more nascent blockchain gaming industry, 2022 saw an industry valuation of $4.6 billion, with this expected to surge to $65.7 billion by 2027. As Web3's only AAA standard solution regarding the timeless crime action role-playing genre, Omerta could significantly contribute to this seismic industry growth. Additionally, with its launch coinciding with that of GTA 6, as well as the forecasted upcoming cryptocurrency bull run, demand for a similar crime action gaming product that simultaneously allows for true ownership over in-game assets is set to heighten over this period. GameFi barely existed during the time of GTA V's launch in 2013. Roadmap. The Omerta airdrop commenced in August 2024, with around 40,000 plus participants signing up within its first month of activity. Key milestones in Omerta's roadmap. AAA standard website launch. Q4 2024. Full 3-minute AAA standard game trailer. Q4 2024. Continued core development 2025/2026/2027 game development/design. Map building, character creation, blockchain and in-game asset development, tokenomics integration, game testing, etc. Token presale launch. Q1 2025. Offline solo missions launch. Phase 1 Q2 2025. Offline solo missions launch. Phase 2 Q4 2025. Public beta. Q2 2026. Offline solo missions launch. Phase 3 Q4 2026. Full launch. Q1 2027. First major patch. Q2 2027. First major content update. Q3 2027. Follow us on Google News.